week 12 of London Marathon training, and today has been a rest day, and I think this is the first rest day I've had on the whole of my plan. Now, it's quite funny because I did 10k last weekend and I felt really tight on the Monday, and did 20 miles yesterday and I didn't feel too bad today. So I've headed out for my normal Monday yoga class at Sweat Studios, which was great, and then today I have been doing some online work. I have also just booked my train tickets for the Saturday before the marathon, so I'm really lucky. I can go down to London on the Saturday and stay over with my grandparents and just get to the start line nice and easy. So that's one thing, if you have got a big race, is just to make sure a few weeks before you make sure that you've got all your travel plans sorted plenty in advance. So that's all done, and then as well just check if your number's being sent out or if you need to go to collect it. So with the London Marathon you need to go to the expo, so I'm heading down on Thursday and I've made sure that's all in my diary and blocked out. So it's 7 o'clock, and for the first time in about a year I'm taking the night off, so work is done for the evening and that's it for the day.
Tuesday, another speed session, and it must feel like deja vu for you all. I'm sitting in my car outside of Caldecott. So again, I have been in the PT studio this morning and now I'm ready to do my session. It should with a warm up and cool down, it should only be around 6 miles, so not too bad. The pace doesn't scare me, which is good. The only thing is that it's really chilly still from the weekend, so I'm hoping the wind holds off. I am wrapped up. I'm obviously going to take my coat off. But yeah, we're in the final stages now. I was really tired last week, but I'm actually feeling a lot better this week, and then just excited to taper now. It's getting closer to the big day. We're in the 30s, like countdown from 30s. I think it's like 34 or 33 days maybe today, which is quite scary. But as I said last night, I'd organised my train down to London the day before because I'm staying with my grandparents. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting everything ready now ahead of the big day. I know it seems like a long way away, but life just is really busy, so just making sure that I'm prepared as possible for the big day. So I am gonna head out now, get this run started, and I'll catch up with you once I've finished and let you know how I get on.
Session done, and I actually really quite enjoyed that. It was mile repeats with 400 metres hard at the end, and all of the mile repeats I did, the first one I did bang on, the next two I did quicker, and the last one I did substantially quicker. I did feel that the last one was really tough, and I thought it was just, oh, it's the last set, but actually it's because the pace was really good. And yeah, really pleased. Just goes to show what a rest day yesterday did, and it helped, and it gives me confidence that in the next few weeks when I start to taper and take more rest days, that I'm going to be really good come race day. And I just felt really strong when I was running, so all of the strength work, all of the core work that I've been doing, and mobility work has really paid off. I just felt really upright, my stride, my leg turnover was really good. So yeah, really pleased with that session. It's a bit windy now, so I hope that you can hear me. And time just for a little cool down jog back to the car. Isn't the UK funny for weather? What a beautiful day. It's Thursday morning. I missed you yesterday actually. Yesterday was Wednesday and I had to do an hour easy. I went out with Maria from the club and it was really lovely, really chatty, and a good pace. And today I have a kind of tempo run. So I've got to do a pace which is not tempo but also not too close to my marathon pace. So this session is all about pace discipline. But I've come up to Willow Lake now, so 3 lakes in 3 days. Okay, so it's done. It was alright. It's alright. My legs were heavier and more tired than what I would have liked them to be. However, the pace was really good. The first 2 miles I was about 5 seconds slower than the pace was meant to be. The next 2 miles I was pretty much bang on 1 or 2 seconds the other side, and then the last mile was only 5 seconds quicker. So I was pretty consistent there, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, the only thing is that when you're tired at this point and you're running at that pace, it's quite scary still to think that I've just got to go a little bit slower than that, and that's my marathon pace, and yeah, just to try and run it for 26.2. So this is the point now. They call it sort of the marathon paranoia, the maranoia. You're going to get this now over the next sort of 4 weeks, and just the worries. And like, even for me, I've already done 2 marathons before. I know I can complete the distance, but I still am getting nervous, I'm getting anxious, I'm getting worried. I'm excited at the same time, but just all of those nerves and all of those emotions are starting to build up. But another tick box off the training plan. I'm loving that at the minute, just tick each day, rest tomorrow, and then Saturday we're going to go and try out a new park run in Northampton called Upton Park, I believe, and then small matter of Bedford 20 on Sunday. So we're closing, I think, and as well I've just been sent a post by James, I think it's 1 month today. What is it? I think it's the 22nd today. So yeah, 1 month exactly today till the London Marathon.
Today is the Bedford 20 and my hair is in a pineapple, so it must mean that it's race day. Today is the last long run before the London Marathon, and it's more of a training run for me today. I've got to do 15 miles easy and then 5 miles just whatever I've got left in the tank I can go for. The course is a 2-lap 10-mile course. It's the first ever race of its kind. The first sort of Bedford 20, and a lot of people from the club are doing it in preparation for Manchester, Brighton, London and Milton Keynes Marathon. So I'll take you all along this morning and show you what's going on.
Baggage tent now, and get ready to go to the start. Thank you.
Just gone past mile 3, well, almost 3.5 miles now. Just coming up to the water stop and my hug with Sue. Hiya! I'm gonna get told off, I'm going too fast! Yeah! Oh, why? I'm going too fast. Oh no! I'll just hang here for a bit.
There's just favorites for later for mile 12. So. Yeah. We've got 2 minutes. We've got plenty. Thank you. I can't believe you're going too fast. Well,
no, I haven't got up.
Bye! Keep left.
Five miles in. Time for gel number 1. Race update. We are 9 miles in. The plan was to go easy, but I've managed to start at 8. I'm just trying to maintain it now, so see how we get on. 10 miles in, halfway, and I am going quicker than what I should be. Quite low. I don't think like I'm going to pay for it in the second half now, but feeling good, feeling strong. Carry on as I am. Thanks, Anne. Here we are, 13 miles. Woo! Oh, Mike!
Lovely to see you.
And you. Oh my God! Oh wow! How many jelly babies? Oh, thank you. Oh, there it is, Mr. Happy. Almost 16 miles in now. 4 miles to go. Feeling good. And the idea now is to try and push through on tired legs. Let's see what we can do.
This is a face I know. Well done, Katie. Good job.
An amazing day at the Bedford 20 today. I did not expect that at all. So the plan was to do 15 miles easy and 5 miles to push on. In terms of like, this was the first event, and there was a great sort of space for the event village. I would say there was not enough toilets. We got there about 20 past we arrived, and there was only I think 10 toilets, and the queue was huge. So we were standing in the queue for a lot of the time before the race actually started. I was getting changed in the queue in terms of like taking off my trousers, swapping my trainers, putting my race vest on. A couple of friends of ours like took our bags from us and put them in the bag. So I managed to get round to the start line on time, but because it was a train run I wasn't panicked or wasn't fussed. But that's just one thing maybe for next year, is just a few more toilets. And then the race just sort of started, and the pace that I went with started off, which was too fast in terms of what I'd normally do my Sunday run easy. Normally my Sunday runs are about 8:20 to 8:40s easy, but today I just started off just like sneaking under 8-minute miles, but it just felt really good. So I sort of stuck with it just to see. I thought I would sort of struggle later on in the race. I thought I'm going to pay for this, however I just didn't, and the support was absolutely amazing. There were so many Redway runners there, so thank you to everyone that gave me a hug, gave me water, you know, just support, claps, everything. It was just so good. And I was able to talk to people. I was sort of running through the course and just sort of caught up with different people and was able to chat, so it just felt amazing. I did my normal sort of routine of a gel every 5 miles. That was 5, 10 and 15, and that worked really well. And also when I saw Sue Boothby, my second hug on the second lap, she gave me some red jelly babies, which are my favourite, so I had a couple of those too. But I think I only had a couple of those just for the sake of having them. And yeah, so it got to 15 miles and that was when I had to kick on. Now, because I'd gone too fast to start off with, I did think that, well, maybe I'm not going to be able to give much, but you know, if I can still keep under 8-minute miles, I'd be really happy. But I was actually able to push through, and sort of miles 16 and 17 were like 7:25-ish. The next one was like 7:17, and then like 19 and 20, I was like getting near to 7-minute miles, if anything, like just bang on. So that was just amazing. And you know, since coming back home and sort of you know, talking to people, everyone said about how like strong and relaxed I looked, and I just felt really good today. So yeah, I'm just so happy with how the race went and just super pleased. So I ended up, the course was a tiny bit long, but I'm not fussed about that or anything. So I finished in 2 hours 37, but the main thing I'm worried about is the pace, and I did sort of 7:45 pace. Now, I was hoping for like 8-minute miles at London Marathon, but to be able to do that today and feel strong and finish good, who knows what London can bring. But I'm also going to continue with, I think I'm going to take this sort of race strategy into it. So I'm going to start off steady, because London Marathon is very congested at the start, and then try and sort of kick on throughout the race. So hopefully that all goes well. But now we're 4 weeks out from the London Marathon start, and it's now time to taper. I did a marathon tapering video this time last year, so I'll leave the link below so you can go and watch that. Myself and Rudy Chaplin from the treatment lab did that video. But for me, just in terms of what people were wondering, marathon tapering, now it's not necessarily dropping, it's just in dropping the intensity of the training. So I have been training 5 to 6 times a week in terms of running training over the last sort of 12 weeks. And I'm still going to the next 2 weeks train. I've got 5 runs a week, and then in the last 2 weeks I have 4 runs a week. And in the week of the actual race itself, one of the 4 runs is the actual London Marathon. So in terms of the times I'm going out, the frequency, it's sort of similar to what I'm doing now, but it's just the intensity that drops. So I will still be doing, next weekend I'll be doing around 16 miles, so it's still quite a bit of a long run, but obviously now that we've hit peak. And James and I were talking about marathon tapering earlier, what it is and how to do it well, and he explained it very well in terms of like if anyone's been a gym goer before, then you'll know it's like you start off your training in like a bulking phase, so you start like the main phase of your training, you then cut, so you start to sharpen up. So yeah, this is what it's sort of going to be doing now. So we've bulked up to sort of like we've worked all the way up, and sort of now you sort of just take it down to race day, so we're cutting down. So a lot of my training over the next few weeks is sort of going to be sort of about sharpening, sort of, you know, just keeping the legs ticking over and just improving sort of running economy and efficiency. So I'm still doing tempo-ish runs, but more sort of around marathon pace or just lower than. I'm still going to be doing like long runs on a Sunday, but obviously taking it down. And then Tuesdays will still be speed work, but it won't be sort of like a speed work which is going to completely wipe me out. But again, like I said, about turning over, ticking over, and the sort of working on my stride. So yeah, really excited for the next few weeks now. And I am just literally over the moon with today and how it's gone. I couldn't have had a better race if I'm being honest. So yeah, really good one, and I hope to do it next year because it was nice and flat. There was a few bit of like muddy parts within it, but because again it was a training run, and I think that's what really helped, is that I didn't go into it thinking like, oh, I've got to hit this pace. I just went with what felt good. So yeah, really pleased. Week 12 is done, tapering is now starting to begin, and yeah, just looking forward to getting to that race start now. I know that nerves will pick up over the next few weeks, but with how today has gone, it's filled me with a lot of confidence ahead of race day. So thanks for watching week 12. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next week for week 13, and yes, please subscribe down below, give this video a like, and I'll see you all very soon.